FORD. Ah, this is ridiculous. And my hair feels so soft and manageable. It's a pleasure to just touch it. My order has arrived and it's time to do a Sephora try-on haul. And during the weekend, I uploaded a video with the first part of my Sephora haul, actually unboxing it inside my car. And a lot of you really enjoyed that video, so thank you so much for the response. I think I need to do more haul videos inside my car, more casual. Honestly, it was an idea out of nowhere, an idea basically out of necessity that I wanted it to get out a Sephora haul for you guys. And at the same time, I had other compromises. I work really hard and most of my work is during the weekend. So it was pretty much impossible for me to film in this area right here and then edit. It was just a little bit chaotic, so thank you so much. So we're gonna repeat a whole video inside the car. I think it's a lot of fun. It's definitely more spontaneous, so thank you so much for all of you and for the new subscribers that I got from that video, and I mean from the other videos too. Welcome to my channel. If you don't know, I film in natural light. Like I said, today we're gonna be trying the products that I purchased during this Sephora spring savings event. And when I'm uploading this video today, those who are VIVs and insiders for the first time, both tiers, they get to shop simultaneously the same day. Those who are VIVs, they get 15% off, and those who are insiders, you get 10% off. The code, all the details will be in the description box below. Thank you so much for those who shop through my links. I greatly appreciate it. It means so much to me and it's a great way to support my channel. It doesn't cost you anything, so thank you so much again for all of you who have been shopping through my links. But let's go ahead and get started with these two sunscreens. The new Kosas Dream Bean Comfy Smooth Sunscreen with SPF 40, and then the Super Goop Glow Screen Sunscreen SPF 40 as well. Now the Super Goop is something that I have used that for years now. I mean, like since the time that it launched, which was perhaps 3 or 4 years ago. It's a great sunscreen. It goes beautiful under makeup. It gives a subtle glow to the skin. But then again, Kosas has launched a new sunscreen, and I know a lot of you have questions about these two. So we're gonna try it as kind of like a primer. And just in case for those who are new here, I do have dry skin on the perimeters of my face, a little bit more normal skin right here, right in the middle where I have my enlarged pores. I'm on my 4th floor, meaning I'm over 40 years old. I do have signs of aging like fine lines, wrinkles, crossfeet, and all the jazz. I do have a map on my face and it's all good. I do have texture too. So anyhow, let's go with this. Kosas SPF is made in the US. It has a shelf life of 12 months and it actually has an expiration date. See right here, it says 09/2024. So that's great. So if you don't open it, that will be the shelf life of this product. The packaging is super cute. When I was at my local Sephora, because yes, by the way, some of these products I bought them at my local Sephora, but some of them I ordered them online. And anyhow, when I was at my local Sephora, they actually brought it from the back and I was able to swatch it. I even did like a little reel so you could see the texture, the shade. It doesn't come in different shades. It's just one shade. Comes like this, little kind of like dispenser right here. And if you're wondering, this is a mineral SPF with peptides, ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and allantoin. Squeeze it. Okay, when I squeeze it like this, and the Sephora store, the thing like jump and who knows where did the squirt landed. So I'm gonna be more careful right here because I have a very light shirt and I'm gonna use it on one side of my face. It doesn't have really any scent. Yeah, no scent. And it spreads so easy. It doesn't feel greasy. It doesn't feel silicone-y, but rather velvet. And it actually is not giving me like a huge glow. I mean, it just blended with my skin so well. I know we need to use more sunscreen, so I'm gonna apply more sunscreen. I think that you can see from there that it has kind of like, it looks like it has a shade, but it actually goes transparent. And the consistency, as you can tell, is like tick, 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 a little bit more, not thick, but it's not runny. Now, if you apply more, now I can see more of the shine. Can you see it right there? Look at that. It feels very nice and not really like super moisturizing, but rather hydrating. I can still see my freckles. I have a little bit of redness right here. Now let's go with the Supergoop Glow Screen Sunscreen. This is a clean chemical sunscreen for all skin types with a glowing finish, non-comedogenic. It is vegan, fragrance-free, and reef-safe too. Now with this one, you can actually find it in 4 different shades. Now there's not really a tint to it, but rather a subtle glow for the skin, or very much a glow. So some of the active ingredients: avobenzone 3%, octisalate 5%, and octocrylene 10%. One that I'm holding is the value size. So this comes with 2.5 fluid ounces, and the Kosas one comes with 1.4 fluid ounces. I don't think it's fair to compare like the size, because I got, the largest size, because I have used this sunscreen before and I really, really enjoy it. I got it in the original shade. Like I said, there's a shade lighter than these, then there's a shade that is a little bit more kind of like golden in tone. The lighter one is a little bit more pink in tone. This one is more champagne. The one that follows is a little bit more golden in tone. And then that deepest one is more of like a bronze tone. Now you can see right there. See, this one is not mattifying, but it's more like a natural finish. This one, it adds shine without having glitter though, which is really, really nice. And I really love it under makeup too. It's really pretty. There's not a lot to compare about them, because I feel that the Glow Screen Sunscreen, it actually gives you a lot more glow. The Kosas give you a very subtle radiance. It's not like super, super, super glowy. And if you have watched this past weekend my luxury empties, you know that I ran out of my Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Primer. So I went ahead and repurchased it because this is great. Now, I'm not going to use it all over my face. I'm just gonna go with a little drop like this. I'm gonna apply it just on my enlarged pores. And this is an excellent primer if you have dry skin, normal skin, combination skin, oily skin. It works for everybody. And it smooths your canvas. It doesn't really mattify, although the name says it's matte, it doesn't. It just gives you a very natural finish, and it holds your makeup like no other. Since I'm trying the Kosas SPF and the other SPF too, I'm gonna go with the new Guerlain Terracotta Laitan foundation. Absolutely stunning foundation. A little goes a long way. It's extremely natural and oof, long wearing. So this one is actually, you can get it at Sephora. And if you have your 20%, 15%, 10%, I mean, Guerlain is not a brand that goes on sale. And in general, I feel it's better to take advantage of the Sephora sale for luxury brands more than anything. I'm just gonna apply. And just in case, all the shades, everything, again, will be in the description box below. That way it's more easy. And have you tried the new Future? Let me know here on YouTube, because I'm curious to see what is your experience. So like about, I would say 2 or 3 months ago, no, even more, like perhaps 4 or 5 months ago actually, YouTube launched this new program that we as creators, we were able to tag the product on this kind of like carousel that says view products, and you can purchase from there. It is the same as, say, the affiliate links. It will be affiliate, it doesn't cost you extra, but absolutely every single creator, we get obviously a commission for our job, like any job, right? The same thing. But anyhow, I think it's very much simplified because for those who do not know how to open the description box, which is super easy, I feel that, like having that little view product and then you have that carousel and see the products that are featured in such video may be a lot easier. Not all stores are participating. Obviously, it's not anymore a pilot program, but not everybody have signed up. But Sephora has. So I have been using it on the last like 5 or 6 videos. So I want to hear your feedback. Look at this foundation. Doesn't it look so natural? And I'm sure you're gonna be like, wow, you're spreading it with your fingers. Yeah, because it's so spreadable, it's so nice, and so easy to blend. It has a medium coverage, a beautiful natural finish that later on throughout the day it stays natural, but it will get a little bit more of a subtle luminosity, or not really luminosity, radiance. I will say a little radiance, but it's so perfecting. It's just so beautiful. Okay, let's go with another new product at Sephora, which is the Givenchy Prisme Libre color corrector. I have already tried the concealer too, and although it's good, the concealer doesn't really cover my under eye circles, which are like panda bear, really bad, very dark. But I'm really enjoying this color corrector because it's lightweight. In fact, it feels like kind of like if you're applying water, but it does have pigment. And I'm gonna be using this Sephora brush number 57. And if you don't know, all the Sephora collection is actually 30% off regardless of your tier. So anybody can shop the Sephora collection and get 30% off, which I think it's an incredible deal, mostly on brushes. They have excellent brushes. And you know what? Long ago, I actually bought some nail polishes from Sephora. They do have nail polishes from the Sephora brand. Usually they even have like these mini ones, which is really good. And they are actually really, really nice. So as you can tell, the color corrector is helping a lot, and I can definitely build it up without feeling that I have too much product underneath my eyes. Now, how many orders have you placed at Sephora? I place, I don't want to say it because you're going to be like, Jacqueline, you're ridiculous. I place different orders because what happened is some stuff was available at my local Sephora, and that's a good thing. I mean, you can order online, pick up in the store, or just do the same day delivery, which is great. And you can do everything from your app basically, or just online in general. But some of the stuff was, like selling out at my local Sephora. So it's like, okay, then I need to place my order now for being cheap. And unfortunately, I think that Sephora, well, at least I tried to check if they had the second day shipping, the flash shipping, and they don't anymore. And a new concealer at Sephora is the new Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Concealer. Do you notice there's a lot of new products that they say soft matte, but they are not really soft matte. And now this concealer is fabulous. If you are planning to travel, or if you're commuting a lot and you don't want to have something that may spill on your luggage or your bag, this is great because the consistency is lightweight. It does have really nice coverage. I will say a solid medium coverage, almost to a full. It's hydrating but not greasy. It feels more like a lotion like, and it's so long wearing. And like I said, I don't know if I said it or not, but it doesn't grease. So I'm just gonna put some on top. And as you can tell, this is what I like about the Givenchy color corrector, that I have tried it with several different concealers since the moment that I got it because I really wanted to experiment. And what I noticed from the Givenchy color corrector is that it's a good team player with other concealers, regardless if they are from Givenchy or from another brand, like in this case, Tom Ford. I'm gonna let set a little bit of concealer. I'm gonna spread it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. You know that I usually use my Brow Cheat Brow Pencil by Charlotte Tilbury. I'm just gonna use the spoolie right now because when I went to my local Sephora, there was a huge display of Glossier. And I love Glossier. So I was really happy that not only, I mean, I knew that it was now carried at Sephora for what, about like a month and a half or 2 months, something along those lines. But it was really nice to see a gondola at a, at a brick and mortar store from Sephora. So I'm thinking perhaps I want to get, I was looking into the eyeshadows. They look really, really nice. But I want to go ahead and use the Glossier Brow Flick, which is an OG for many. And just going to go ahead and work it out. And you can create these fine strokes. I think the shade that I have is just too light for me, actually. Yeah, I feel that this is too light. Yeah, unfortunately, this is way too light. So I'm gonna have to pass on this one and go to my trusty one, my Charlotte Tilbury, because unfortunately the Glossier I got in a very light shade. It's almost kind of orangey in tone. So forget about that product and let's just use my trusty from Charlotte Tilbury. Such a good one. Charlotte, Gucci. I also like that one from Hourglass. Going with a Patrick Ta Brow Lamination Gel. My skin is so sensitive that in fact I do not plug my brows or even do thread because the second time that I tried thread, which it was working really nice, I got a scar from it. I'm gonna use the same brush and I'm just gonna go ahead and spread this concealer. As you can see, it didn't set right away, so there's time for you to really spread it or just, just blend it. Now, look what I got, the new Pat McGrath bronzers. I'm so excited about these bronzers. I actually placed my order with Pat McGrath, but it's like never coming. Never coming, and I'm just like so exhausted of that I decided, you know what? I'm gonna just get them from Sephora. Made in Italy with a shelf life of 18 months. I got two shades here. One is Bronze Dawn, and the other one, it is Bronze Nirvana. I think this will show my skin. I do have a light to medium skin tone. Let me just swatch them. And it has the embossing of the crown. And then I got here Bronze Nirvana. Oh, perfect. Bronze Nirvana is going to work for me. It's not really cool tone. It's more neutral. This one is really warm though. Okay, let's go with the lighter shade first, which is Bronze Dawn, and I'm going to be using a Refer number 24 brush. Now, Refer is having an amazing sale, 40% off site-wide. You want natural hair bristle brushes and really good quality, it's time for you to check Refer. So I'm going to go with this, and again, I will be leaving all those details in the description box below. And I'm going to use it right here and see how this goes. Ooh, I love this formula. Okay, wait a second. I thought this was gonna be too light for me, but oh no, this is perfect. Oh wow, what a mistake I was gonna make. Wow, this is really perfect. Okay. And you know what? There's not really kickback on the pan. I mean, the normal, the minimal. But wow, this formula, it's gorgeous. Ooh, you know what? It looks velvet. It doesn't have really a radiance, but it's rather a natural finish. Oh, but McGrath. I knew she was not going to disappoint on these bronzers. Let's go for Bronze Nirvana, and I'm going to be using a Sonia G Face Pro brush. You know what? It's not deeper. Bronze Nirvana is not really deeper, but it's rather warmer. You see that? Now there's another shade. Not all the shades, by the way, are available at Sephora, but there's another shade on Pat McGrath's website which has a subtle glow. I have ordered that too from her website because it's not available at Sephora, and um, and I cannot wait to try it because I really like a glowy kind of bronzer too. I feel that they are just so beautiful, mostly for summertime. Okay, I really like this bronzer. Honestly, airbrush. Now, in terms of shade, though, what do you think? Perhaps this will be more for me during the summertime when I get a bronze, but these, surprisingly, I was thinking it's not gonna work for me, but look at that. The pigment is beautiful and the shade is spot on perfect for right now, for this season. Okay, let's move on right here into what I got for blush, and it is another Valentino blush. I love the formulation of Valentino. Listen, the bronzers, actually, it's not really a bronzer. It's called a universal powder because you can use it as a setting powder, but it comes in different shades. So the shade universal, it's a quote unquote bronzer shade for those of us that we have light to medium skin tone, light skin tone, even medium skin tone, but there's a total of 5 different shades. It is the formulation of all these powders from Valentino. And I say all because honestly, the bronzer, the blushes, the highlighters, the setting powder, they all have the same formula. It's extremely emollient, smooth, velvety, borderline silky, is like nothing else. So I went ahead and purchased another shade of a blush, and this one it is in Born in Roma. Oh my gosh, this is just gorgeous. It does have a little bit of a cool undertone. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Okay, can't wait to put it on my cheeks. With a Refer number 4 brush. Let's go for it. Oh, and they have so much pigment. Look at that. There's no effort to put on these blushes. They are just fantastic. Fantastic. And I think I did a disservice because I did a video that, well, it was actually almost, well, before editing, it was like 2 hours long, and it ended up being almost an hour long. It was a really, really tedious video to make because I pick the best of the best, like the creme de la creme from luxury brands that they are carried at Sephora. And I completely forgot about Valentino, which I feel so bad about it because believe me, I would have included minimum the bronzer and the blush. They are just fantastic. Oh, this shade of blush is stunning. Mostly right now, coming summertime. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful pinky shade. Now for highlighter, I honestly didn't got anything because I don't think there was anything new except by the Westman Atelier highlighter stick in Parla, which I already did not only a review, but a try on haul of new makeup at Sephora. So I think I'm just gonna go with one of my recommendations from that video that I'm mentioning about all the luxury brands top products, and it is by Dior. This one is a Luminizer in the shade Nude Glow, and this is stunning. Look at that. This is just so good. This is a true glow from within product. Nothing forced, just perfection. Now, in terms of eyeshadows, honestly, there was nothing really new except for that Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette. But I decided to browse a little bit on the Sephora collection gondola while I was in the store, and I got kind of intrigued by these Sephora Charge Up Longwear Liquid Eyeshadows. This shade, it immediately like I was like, wow, it looks amazing. The shade is shocking. And then I also got this kind of like taupey tone in the shade Lightening. But before we go into it, let's use the new Bobbi Brown dual-ended long-wear eyeshadow sticks. You have already seen me testing these babies and they are incredible. One of the best formulations in eyeshadow sticks in the market are from Bobbi Brown. And I have here the one in shade Golden Pink and Taupe. And I'm going to use the matte side, which is the shade Taupe, as a base. And the beautiful thing about these eyeshadows from Bobbi Brown is that they give you time to actually blend, diffuse. It's just super easy to use, build it up, they don't crease. But when they set, they actually set completely. I love them because they are easy on the go and you know, they don't give you so much fuss, which is really, really good. The Dolby shade is a little bit cooler in tone, but look at the way that it diffuses. So pretty. It even shows kind of like if it has like a duo tone when you diffuse it. You don't need even two colors, you just need like one and that's it. And they do not age your skin. So if you have a lot of folds or you have hooded eyes too, they are non-drying or aging skin in general. Okay, now let's go with this Sephora Charge Up Liquid Eyeshadow. And I'm going to go with this beautiful shade, Shocking. I will show you both of them though, so you can see it. Maybe we use the other one too. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my gosh, look at that. Are you kidding me? It's so blinding. Wow. Woof. And the Sephora collection is 30% off, which is fantastic. Now look at this shade. This is taupe. Are you kidding me? It looks wet. Sephora? I don't know. These two shades actually together, they will look gorgeous. We'll see, we'll see. Perhaps we will do something with that. Okay, let's go with the shade Shocking. Oh my. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, this is so beautiful. And the way that they actually blend on the edges, I don't feel that I even need to blend it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go ahead and apply the shade Lighting. This one I may need to blend it a little. Okay, they actually gave me time to work with them. Oh, 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 oh wow. You know, this shade Lightning, it reminds me to the single eyeshadow from Dior. My gosh, the name. I just, what's the name? My goodness. I will remember and I will tell you. Oh, goodness, forgot the name already. Now, it's Mitza, right? Isn't it Mitza? Yeah, it's Mitza. It's the single one. They don't sell it at Sephora though. So at the Dior's website. This is so nice. And it doesn't set immediately. It actually takes a little bit of time to set, which you give room to, you see, to diffuse it. Oh wow, okay. Let's go with the shade Lightening. Okay, these are stunning. Stop it. Sephora. Sephora. Oh my goodness, I'm just so impressed. Okay, I'm gonna go again with this Bobbi Brown duo eyeshadow stick. I'm gonna go with a matte shade and I'm just gonna apply it beneath my lower lash line. I'm gonna just go ahead and blend it and diffuse it. Doesn't take anything to diffuse it, my goodness. And then I'm gonna go with the lighter shade from the same stick, which is golden pink. And I'm just gonna apply it inner corner, brow bone, liner. I'm gonna go with something a little bit softer. I don't want to be too dramatic, so I'm gonna use my Benefit. This is a trusty one for me. So brow liquid eyeliner in the shade brown. I think is the perfect brown. I have tried so many over the years, and sometimes they are not true brown. They are like reddish brown, but this shade of brown is just so ideal for many, not only skin tones, but also eyeshadow looks because it's very neutral. Another fairly new product at Sephora is the Cali Ray mascara. This is a tubing mascara and I really enjoy it. It's a little bit wet though, so you have it to kind of like let it sit a little or just clean a little bit the brush, but I like it quite a bit. I actually tried on my last try on haul, the new one by Fenty Beauty, and it's okay. I actually like better this one by Cali Ray as well as the one by Tower 28. You know what is really good too to use underneath is a primer for your mascara, and the one from Dior is an excellent one. This mascara doesn't ball up, it gives definition. It doesn't curl my lashes necessarily, but it gives so much length. And because it's a tubing mascara, it's so easy to remove. Gentle too with the lashes. I got from the Sephora collection this waterproof eyeliner in the shade silver. Ah, this is ridiculous, honestly. Ah, I'm gonna put it on my waterline. Okay, I think it's okay. I love to use my brightening eyeliners, like the one from Victoria Beckham Beauty, I love. Also the one by Chantecaille in the shade Nude, because it really brightens up your eyes. And this one, you know, the only thing that I'm seeing is like every time that I'm passing it, like if I pass it once, I can see the silver. And if I pass it 2 times, then when I'm sliding it backwards, it kind of removes it. So no, it's not my favorite formula, but I'm still on the hunt for one. So anyhow, now as per usual, if you know me, you know how much I love lip products. So I went ahead and grabbed some of the newest lip products at Sephora. One is the new one by YSL, is the Rouge Volupte Candy Glaze. It's a double care balm. So this one actually came out last year, but then it sold out immediately and it didn't came to Sephora until later on, and it was really hard to get a hold of, and they are actually now fully restocked. So this one is the one, and I got it in the shade 04, I think it is. 04 Nude Pleasure. So let's take a look at this. Oh, I shouldn't perhaps just twist it too much. It's a really, really beautiful shade. Kind of like a nudie tone. And this comes in kind of like a red nude. Ooh, okay. This looks so beautiful, balmy, shiny, but with a lot of pigment. I don't perceive any scent. Also, I'm having really bad allergies, so my nose is not it's not working properly. It's not so thick. It's nice and nourishing actually. Oh, I like this. This is so pretty. This is a beautiful shade for even without makeup. Pretty shade. There are some new shades of the Dior Addict shine lipsticks. And you know, my friends, I have done swatches of like I think over 15 shades or something like that here on my channel. One of my most viewed videos actually, in fact, it's very interesting. Most of my most viewed videos is either concealer or lipstick. Lipstick swatches, I get a lot of views. Thank you so much for that. So I got in the shade 521 Diorelita, like little Dior. And I love this traditional oblique design. Oh, so beautiful. But wait and see what I got. This is the Dior Addict lipstick case. So all your lipsticks, they come like this. Beautiful, great presentation, thinking about Mother's Day, and if you want to gift it to someone too, it's just perfect to be gifted. But if you want to embellish a little bit more your lipstick and be a little bit more fancy, then they have the fashion lipstick cases, and they just came out with like I think 4 different ones. And I have, you know, my friends, how much I love white. You know it really well. White bags, white shoes, white, 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 white. And I got to get this one. And I actually waited because let me show you. I have this beautiful case that came out, I think it was last year or it was this year. This year, at the beginning of the year. It's gorgeous, but this is fabric, and I already have a little bit of a stain right here, which I feel so bad about it. I mean, I know it's a case and it is what it is, but anyhow, if you had been eyeing the white one in a specific, I mean, for summertime, imagine this. Oh my gosh. It's coated. So it looks like a fabric, but it's coated and it doesn't feel plasticky. It just feels so nice and smooth. Kind of like you know, in my country we call it, if I translate it, it's onion paper. That's how it feels like, so super smooth, like the paper that you use to trace, or you put it on top and you kind of like trace something, you know, that thin material like that. So it's so pretty. So you can just like change it and use it like such. There you have it. So pretty. Okay, so let me show you. This is the shade Diorelita. And as you can tell, it's kind of like a cool tone shade, which I love. Let me just show to you right here. And there's, I think, 5 new shades at Sephora. There's always more at Dior's website though, just if you're wondering. But that's a pretty shade too. So beautiful, so shiny. And the shade is perfect. Oh, it actually looks so good with this eyeshadow look that I have right now. Oh my gosh. Now I feel that the Dior lip shines in comparison with this one by YSL, I feel these are a little bit more moisturizing, a little bit more hydrating, and a lot more shiny actually. I love. I will stay with this one, but we do have something else to use, and it's this Tone 4 Liquid Lip Luxe Matte Lipstick. So I wasn't really tempted about this because I'm very honest with you. As time has progressed, and I know how much I love lipsticks, it's very rare for me now to feel attracted to matte lipsticks. Liquid lipsticks, or just matte in general, they're just not really my thing. I really love more satin finish or like very like radiant kind of finish. But you know what? We had to do it. It's Tom Ford. You know how much I love it. Look at the packaging. This is like, oh, so good, so good. This is not glass, but rather acrylic, frosted acrylic. And the shade that I got is Naked Haze. Okay, show you the top foot applicator here. Ooh, it looks liquidy. The shade is pretty, very pretty. I mean, obviously we're talking about Tom Ford. Tom Ford, Tom Ford. So, uh, oh, I know this formula. Oh, it's so thin and it carries so much pigment. It feels like nothing. It's reminding me to the one from Gucci. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That cloudy, powdery kind of matte look, like cloud-like. Oh, yes. You cannot feel them. Oh, this is gorgeous. Tom Ford. He's on a league of his own. I'm telling you. The shade is perfect. Darn Tom Ford. He always proved me wrong. Always. Let me build it up a little. I don't need it. I just want to see. Okay. And I'm gonna let it dry too, so we can see if it's transfer proof. This lipstick looks amazing. One thing, I feel it just a little bit sticky. See? Do you see right there? Just a little bit. Doesn't bother me because I'm not gonna be doing this. I'm gonna walk around doing that, but I'm just saying, you know. Now let's try it and see if this is transfer proof or not. There's nothing in there, right? Okay. Tom Ford. Now the rest of the shades, they look very deep. Some are red. I mean, beautiful tones. This is the lightest shade, so I will have to see for the other shades, but this is gorgeous. What a gorgeous shade. You know what? I didn't swatch it here on my hand, so you can see the difference between the shades that I got. Super thin. Like, it feels like if you have nothing on your lips. And on my trip to my local Sephora, I mean, you already saw it on my car Sephora haul unboxing. I picked up two of the Dior Addict lip maximizers. I love these lip glosses. They give you not really a tingly sensation, but actually a cooling sensation. They make your lips really plump and juicy. I picked up the shade Pink, and you know, my friends, I already have like 20 of these. Again, I did a full-on review on these babies. They are gorgeous, but I wanted to get this milky pinky shade because these kind of shades, they usually give you these like very nice gloss, and it doesn't have any shimmer, nothing. So I'm just gonna put it over top. I don't need it, but I just want to, you know, see how it looks. Look at that. So pretty. Look at this. I'm telling you, the Tom Ford one is transfer proof. Do you see? There's nothing on this doe foot applicator. I know. Look at that. Okay, friends. Here you have it. Now let's go for the fragrance of the day. And I had picked up actually two other fragrances at this sale, but they haven't arrived. But I got here this new one by Tom Ford Soleil de Feu, which is part of the Soleil collection. And I have used it. You already have seen me using it here. I'm actually very, very, very happily surprised about this fragrance. It does have a very green tuberose, benzoin, a beautiful sandalwood. Smells so good. To me, this is going to be a really spectacular fragrance for summertime, mostly kind of like mid, well, actually afternoon to evening kind of fragrance because it's actually very sensual and it's just so good. And and is one of the fragrances from Tom Ford that it is long lasting, because let me tell you, that's another thing too with Tom Ford fragrances. Not all of them are long lasting. Some of them, their lasting power is really poor, but this one actually is long lasting and it is gorgeous, so beautiful. One of my favorite fragrances at the moment, and I cannot wait to receive the rest of my orders. Well, not the rest of my order, but my other orders. And if you give me a chance, definitely you will see part 3 Sephora haul, maybe even another try on haul. Who knows, my friends? But anyhow, this makes it for this video. This is my final look. What do you think, my friends? I feel it was a complete success. I mean, the lipsticks, all of them are stunning. The shades are amazing. I'm so impressed with the one from Tom Ford. Dior Lipstick Shine is just exquisite, absolutely beautiful. The lip balm by YSL did not disappoint. I'm so impressed about these eyeshadows by Sephora. Oh wow, excuse me. I was like completely ignoring them, not knowing what I was missing out. So amazing, and at 30% off, fantastic. And I'm just so happy with the bronzer by McGrath. It's one, I can tell you, one of my favorite formulas. This is definitely one of my favorite formulas because it's airbrush, it's so velvety and goes super smooth. You can build up the pigmentation, but the shades and so beautiful. This shade over here, I'm pretty sure I will be using it for summertime. It's just so stunning. The rest of my makeup, as you can tell, look at this beautiful foundation by GUERLAIN. It is stunning, and I think both bases actually, which are sunscreen, which we needed all year round, I think they work lovely. I will be definitely giving you a feedback how my entire makeup wears throughout the day, but I'm so happy with the result at the moment. The blushes from Valentino, if you want to splurge on something, if you're thinking, okay, I'm just going to splurge on one thing, I need a blush, highly suggest you go with the Valentino. And talking about blushes, yes, I have picked up all the shades of the new Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk blushes. So you're going to be seeing a separate review dedicated just to those blushes. We're going to be doing side-by-side comparisons, swatches, natural light. We're going to do comparisons with other formulations. So be on the lookout for that because definitely those are blushes that I had been waiting for, but oh, I'm just in love. I mean, this Luminizer by Dior is always a pleasure to use. The Cali Ray mascara, absolutely wonderful. The Bobbi Brown dual eyeshadow sticks, pick and choose any shade. It will make your life so, so easy. The only fail right here is that Sephora waterproof eyeliner, at least for my waterline. I have to give it the benefit of the doubt because I mean you can use it obviously on your eyelids, etc. But I was looking for something for my waterline and thinking about that they are waterproof. I thought, it may work for my waterline. They don't, but that doesn't mean that it's a complete fail as a product. It's just specifically for the waterline. It's not what I was looking for. And then my fragrance, oh my, this Tom Ford Soleil de Feu, so yummy, so good. I mean, if you like sandalwood, and when I'm telling you tuberose, I love tuberose, the flower itself. This is not your typical blooming flower, but it's rather the green tuberose flower. When it's on the green stage, you smell that green scent with the sandalwood. It's just perfectly balanced. Okay, my friends, and I think this is it for this video. And I'm touching my hair because I just washed it. If you want to know what I use for my hair, I mean, like, if you see my empties, you know very well. I use today, let me tell you really quick, the Oribe Shine and Brilliance shampoo. Then I went ahead and used my Color Wow Money Mask. And to protect my hair, the Olaplex #9. And then my Dyson AirWrap. And last, I put on a little bit of the Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser Invisible Oil on the ends. So if you want to know, there you have it. I will be leaving all those details too on the description box below. If you're wondering, hey, my friends, this is a wrap. I would love to hear from you. What have you purchased from this Sephora sale? What are you adding to cart? Let's continue the conversation on the comment section down below. While you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. It will be amazing if you can come and follow me on my Instagram and TikTok. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.